What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Today here I am in Lake Forest, California, at a cemetery called El Toro Cemetery. And I'm here to do a video about Florence Griffith Joyner, otherwise known as Flo-Jo, one of the most famous Olympians ever, and just somebody who was an athlete but became mega famous, deservedly so, rightfully so. Silver medalist, gold medalist. I mean, she's FloJo from the 80s and 90s, so popular, and tragically died at a very young age. And I'm not sure where she is here, but I'm going to find her. And it's a difficult cemetery to kind of navigate because the roads, there's not that many roads. You got to walk through the cemetery. So to find the pin to the grave that you're going to shows outside roads. It's very hard to explain, but so it's been a little difficult for me. But I'm going to find FloJo and tell you more about her life and her career. Very, very beloved. Commercials and everything. I mean, she was on the cover of every magazine. When I was growing up, I remember hearing FloJo from the Seoul Olympics where she won the gold. It was just, she's FloJo. So I think I'm headed in the right direction. I'm pretty sure FloJo is back here. She was born Florence Delorez Griffith on December 21st, 1959, here in LA, just north of here. And her gift for speed was very apparent at a young age. At the age of 14, she won the Jesse Owens National Youth Games, and she later competed for Jordan High School, where she served as the anchor on the relay team and then went on to race at the college level. She attended California State University over in Northridge, then transferred to UCLA, where she quickly earned her reputation as a track star. She became an NCAA champion in 1982 with a victory in the 200-meter event. Her coach was Bob Kersee. She made her Olympic debut in 1984 at the Summer Olympic Games, where? Just north in Los Angeles. Right there. Well, you can't see it, but I can, sort of. Over that hill in north. We're down south, pretty far down. She won a silver medal for the 200-meter run here in Los Angeles at those Olympics and became known for her world record speed, form-fitting bodysuits, and very, very long fingernails. She had quite a look. She was, for lack of a better word, just striking, beautiful. A few years later, in 1987, she married fellow athlete Al Joyner. And she took his last name. That's why she was Florence Griffith Joyner. But people called her FloJo. And I'm looking around. I know I'm getting close. I know she's up here somewhere. Might be where a few American flags. So she selected her husband to serve as her coach. She dropped Bob Kersee as her coach, so her husband took over, and she took a break from running, from athletics. But then I see her grave right there. Wow. She took a break and decided to re-enter racing. Then she began training again under Bob Kersee for the 1980 Olympic Games. She worked really hard, it paid off, and in Seoul, South Korea, she took home 3 gold medals as well as a silver medal. So her performance, she became mega famous after her performance at the Seoul Olympics. She was named the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year and Track and Field Magazine's Athlete of the Year, which I think is more appropriate. I don't think it should be female or male at that point. She was the Athlete of the Year. She won the Sullivan Award for Best Amateur Athlete. Right after the Olympics, like a lot of Olympians I've noticed, I'm not huge in the Olympics, but what I follow is they retire right after their success somewhat. And what she's known for, which is very annoying, is suspicion arose that she was called the world's fastest woman. There's her grave right there, by the way. Became a lot of media speculation that she had used performance-enhancing drugs. It said that her performances from 1984 and 1988 were due to illegal substances. And others thought that her very, very muscular physique was created with the help of performance-enhancing drugs. So rumors spread about her training techniques, suggesting that Bob Kersee was, telling her to use these performance enhancing techniques. She always insisted she never used performance enhancers, and she never once failed a drug test. Now listen, in 1988, she took 11 drug tests, and she passed every single one. I don't. To me, it just smacks of a little bit of racism. That people just want to tear her down. Could not believe somebody could be this almost superhuman. You know, and the fact that she was an African American woman, I just think that that's maybe played into that back then. And she did it on her own. She did it without using performance enhancing drugs. And it reads, Florence Delorez Joyner, FloJo, December 21st, 1959 to September 21st, 1998. I love you, Mommy. We miss you so much. Husband and daughter, family and friends. Sleep, my love, until we are together again. Sorry, I wasn't holding the camera right. It's actually very cold today here in Lake Forest. I've been out all day filming. I'm sorry, I'm a little off. But there it is. Final resting place of FloJo. So she remained in athletics right up into her retirement. She was appointed co-chair of the President's Council on Physical Fitness in 1993 and went on to establish her own foundation for children in need. Nearly 6 years after the Seoul Olympics in 1995, she was honored with an induction in the Track and Field Hall of Fame. Around this time, she started training again for the Olympics, but her right Achilles tendon, she had problems with it, so her comeback effort was over, sadly. She died unexpectedly of an epileptic seizure at her home in Mission Viejo, California, which is really close to here. Unfortunately, that I don't know anybody in that area really, and it's a gated community. And I was going to drive by and try to go in and show you the house, but it's a little further down south, and it's gated. And She was only 38 years old at the time and survived by her husband and their daughter, Mary Joyner. So it's been, how many years? 35 years. She still holds world records in the 100 and 200 meter events with times of 10.49 seconds and 21.34 seconds. And to be honest, I don't know much about track and field, but 10 seconds to run like 100 meters? 10 seconds? It would take me an hour to run 100 meters. So, incredible. Beautiful photo. She was so striking. She was everywhere in the 80s and 90s. Such a hero to so many. I think people try to tear her down out of jealousy, out of little possible racism. I don't want to speak for her. And look at that photo. Beautiful. FloJo right there. She was everywhere in the 80s, and people wanted to tear her down, I think, because of her beauty and her strength and what she was able to accomplish. And she just didn't let her drag her down, and such a young age to have lost. Such an inspiration to so many people, and I'm sure to so many young women who are out there wanting to excel in athletics. She's a hero. All right, that was a quick little video about FloJo, Florence Griffith Joyner. Thank you for watching. Rest in peace, FloJo. Big fan. And love all of you. Thanks for watching. Just some of the young people here when I see these graves. Just every time. Okay, peace out.